The main bully is dead, but the game isn't over yet. Now the question is, just who is our CEO's next target and why? Find out in this new episode of The King of Pigs. The beginning shows Kyung Min getting ready to leave his office when a nurse comes in to inform him that he has two patients who claim to be his friends. He's about to take the elevator to the lobby when Lee Ki-won and Choi Sung-kyu greet him. He couldn't recognize them at first, but at the mention of his middle school, he immediately remembers them. They sit in a private room talking about their life, and Kyung Min says he's glad they've decided to come meet him as he too misses his old days sometimes. But then Ki-won started teasing Sung-kyu, saying he'd only come to meet him because he had recently started working at a pharmaceutical company and wanted to profit off of Kyung Min's hospital. Feeling flustered, Sung-kyu denies the accusations and states that Ki-won also only decided to visit Kyung Min so he can sell insurance to Kyung Min's hospital. Kyung Min stops them from arguing by saying that they're friends and should help each other. They immediately show their true intention and start asking Kyung Min for favors. Kyung Min is amused by their antics and his attitude completely changes. He then starts treating them like they're inferior to him. He then asks them how they knew where he worked, and he was shocked when they revealed that both of them got an email from Kyung Min asking them to meet him. In the present, Jong Suk and Jin-ah rush towards the gunshot, the SWAT team swiftly following behind them. When Jong Suk reached the yacht, he was startled to see Sung-kyu and Ki-won banging at the closed door covered in blood, begging them to get out of there. Jong Suk opens the door and goes inside to find Kyung Min's body on the floor and Jong Suk's gun in his hand. Jin-ah immediately recognizes that it's a police gun, though she doesn't know it's Jong Suk's. Jong Suk starts remembering everything that Kyung Min had said to him and loses control over himself. Jin-ah tries to calm him down, but he shrugs her off and runs away. Standing on the dock, he starts hearing and seeing Cheol, who keeps asking him to remember everything. Jong Suk leaves the dock in a frenzy and finds himself in front of the mental health clinic that Kyung Min used to visit. He sits on the porch smoking, and that's how the doctor finds him the next day. He asks her about Kyung Min's symptoms from a year ago. She explains how Kyung Min suddenly became very wary of her and started ditching her appointments, only showing up to take the prescriptions. She shared her concerns with his wife, who in turn revealed that Kyung Min often talked to himself, but it almost seemed like he's talking to someone else. Hearing this, Jong Suk opened up about his own hallucinations and asks her to prescribe him some medication. She gives him some medicine for his delusion disorder and warns him that he shouldn't talk to his hallucination because if he talks to them, they become more real and even more dangerous. Jong Suk then meets his senior and tells him everything about his lost gun. The senior tells him not to let anyone else know since they already got the gun back and focus on catching Kyung Min. He also warns Jong Suk to stay away from Jin-ah because she's from a different department and her values also differ from theirs. He may have been right because in the next scene, we see Jin-ah at the registry office looking through Jong Suk's gun registration document. She's already figured out that the gun belongs to Jong Suk. Jong Suk is already taking his second round of pills when Detective Do informs him that they found Hwang Kyung Min. They figure out that Kyung Min has been using different Sin-seok taxis, which is why they couldn't trace him. Jong Suk takes this chance to thoroughly investigate Sin-seok's transportation and arrests the director. On the other hand, Jin-ah has started suspecting that Jong Suk and Kyung Min may be on the same side. So she starts searching Jong Suk's table for any clue and finds the pen drive with the footage of Jong Suk getting attacked by Kyung Min. She then looks for the thing that Kyung Min had left in Jong Suk's pocket, but finds nothing. So she goes to the parking lot and checks the black box of the car that was parked right in front of where Kyung Min attacked Jong Suk. Jong Suk is bringing the director, Park Sung-jin, back to the station when he receives a call from Mang Jae, informing him that Sung-jin was once a chief in the violent crime section. Weirdly enough, all his bank accounts were clean, meaning he wasn't doing this for the money like everyone else. But that only deepened the mystery about why exactly he was helping Kyung Min to this extent. When asked about why their transportation hires criminals as drivers, Sung-jin answers that the CEO is only helping the people who can't live in this society after being branded as an ex-convict. But Jong Suk calls his bluff as he lists how all the criminals that were now helping Kyung Min were once charged under his district. When he asks him what Kyung Min is doing for him, Sung-jin starts to exercise his right to remain silent and refuses to answer any more questions. Jong Suk orders Mang Jae to find anything that will give them the right to arrest Sung-jin before the 48 hours of investigation time is over. Jin-ah is busy trying to figure out what Kyung Min had given Jong Suk. She goes to her former office and gets a zoomed-in picture of the three friends. She figures out that the third friend is the one that Kyung Min had referred to as their hero. Just then, she gets a call from Jong Suk asking about her whereabouts. She takes this opportunity to ask him if he had any other close friends other than Kyung Min back in middle school. But when Jong Suk denies being close to anyone else, she doesn't push the matter. Instead, she goes to meet one of their former classmates, Park Chan-young, who tells her everything about Cheol. He tells her that to Jong Suk and Kyung Min, Cheol was their savior, who saved them whenever they got in trouble with their bullies. On the cue, we're taken back to the scene where Cheol has stepped in to save Kyung Min. He beats up Kyung Min with his belt, making him cower in fear. He also encourages Kyung Min to join him, but he refuses. Cheol curses Kyung Min for being weak and then turns to Jong Suk, who accepts the belt and is about to beat up Kyung Min when a few 3-year seniors come and stop them. Cheol encourages Jong Suk to ignore them, but even Jong Suk doesn't have the guts to go against them. Cheol leaves the class feeling very disappointed and angry. The seniors call their teacher, who in turn calls their parents for a meeting. Kyung Min and Jong Suk's mother show up and beg Kyung Min's father for mercy, but Cheol's parents don't come. Kyung Min's father takes this opportunity and beats up Cheol in front of everyone. Not even the homeroom teacher or the principal try to stop him. Because the other parents apologized, all the consequences fall on Cheol's head and he's suspended temporarily. Curious to know more about Cheol, Jin-ah inquires about his whereabouts, only for Chan-young to reveal that he's dead. She is shocked to hear that same year in middle school, Cheol committed suicide in front of the whole school. This is why Jong Suk transferred schools and Kyung Min dropped out altogether. Unlike Jin-ah, Jong Suk is fully focused on getting the backstory of Sung Jin. To know more about him, he visits his old working place and learns that Sung Jin had resigned so he could look after his niece who is brain dead. In a flashback, we see Sung Jin's niece crying alone in a park before she goes to the rooftop of her apartment and attempts to kill herself. As she falls, we see her phone blowing up with several threatening messages from her bullies. She's then taken to the hospital and is declared brain dead. Sung Jin rushes to the hospital and is devastated to see his beloved niece in that state. He becomes furious when he finds out that the bully's family is trying to pay them off. He storms into the bully's father, Mr. Park's office, and throws the money back at them before punching him square in the face. As Sung Jin is dragged away, the father turns to address the person who he was in a meeting with, and it's none other than Kyung Min. Kyung Min later approaches Sung Jin and provides him with all the evidence of Mr. Park's corruption. Sung Jin is wary about why he's helping him so much, but when Kyung Min reveals that he too was a victim of school violence and would also like revenge, Sung Jin decides to help him back. He trains Kyung Min to kill ruthlessly by making him kill violent criminals and encourages him to take his revenge. Jong Suk decides to visit Sung Jin's niece in the hospital and finds out that all her medical expenses for 1 year had been prepaid by Kyung Min. Before he can investigate further, he receives a call that Lee Ki-won is now awake. He goes to question him, but Ki-won seems pretty shaken as he keeps whispering about Cheol and his death, begging Jong Suk to save him. He then starts apologizing to Cheol, not listening to Jong Suk anymore. He keeps calling God's name even as he's hauled into a stretcher and wheeled out of the station. Jong Suk returns to his office and notices that his USB drive is missing. He starts searching around and finds it attached to Jin-ah's computer. He immediately begins panicking and calls her, nervously giving her an explanation. She brushes off his explanation and instead asks him if he had any other close friends other than Kyung Min. When Jong Suk lies to her again, she hangs up the phone feeling frustrated. He returns to his office and finds Mang Jae reading a detailed article on Sung Jin's niece written by a reporter named Kim Jong-bin. He suddenly remembers that Kim Jong-bin was the senior who bullied Kyung Min and absolutely hated Cheol. So to find a Rubik's Cube next to Kyung Min probably meant Kyung Min's next victim was this reporter. Jin-ah goes to find Cheol's mother, who is reluctant to talk about her son, but when Jin-ah mentions Cheol's friend, she suddenly remembers something. We are taken to the past, where Cheol and his mother are arguing about him getting suspended again. His mother insists that if he studied well, his father would return to them, to which he retorts that it's already been 8 years since he left and he wasn't coming back. Their argument is cut short when he hears Jong Suk and Kyung Min calling his name. They had come to visit him after they heard he got suspended. Cheol's mother recounts this event and tells Jin-ah that those two boys were the first and only friends he ever had. She shows her a picture of Cheol along with Jong Suk, Kyung Min, and Park Chan-young. She also shows her the suicide note that the police had found in the abandoned church that Cheol liked to visit. Jin-ah asked to borrow the note and picture, promising Cheol's mother that she would return them safely. On the other hand, Jong Bin greets Jong Suk like he knew he would come. He reveals that he's been waiting for a year for Jong Suk to show up, and now he did, just like Kyung Min said he would. Kyung Min gets a message informing him that Jong Bin and Jong Suk had met, and he recalls how he had met Jong Bin a year ago. Sung Jin had set up a meeting with Jong Bin, who had wanted to interview him about his niece. Kyung Min brings out his knife, ready to attack Jong Bin whenever he has the chance. His anger only seems to intensify as Jong Bin sympathizes with Sung Jin and speaks against school violence. Finally, Kyung Min couldn't hold back anymore and revealed who he was. Turns out that Jong Bin had a change of heart after Cheol's death and was genuinely repenting all these years by helping out school violence victims. When he learned about Kyung Min, he got on his knees and apologized to him. Kyung Min forgave him and gave him a task to write an article about Cheol and their encounter with school bullying. He tells them to ask Jong Suk about Cheol's death because he's the only one who knows it the best. In the present, Jong Bin apologizes to Jong Suk and asks him about Cheol's death, but Jong Suk dismisses his apology and refuses to answer questions about Cheol. He's driving back to his office when he gets a call from Kyung Min asking him about his meeting with Jong Bin. He asks Jong Suk to tell Jong Bin the truth about Cheol's death since he's the only one who knows what happened to him. Jong Suk curses at him and ends the call. That's when he starts seeing the hallucination of Cheol, who talks to him, saying that Kyung Min was just a crazy murderer. Jong Suk nearly replies to him, but he suddenly remembers what the doctor had said and takes his medicine instead. However, this time, the medicine doesn't work and he keeps seeing Cheol. Finally, he gets out of the car and burns the picture Kyung Min had left him, and finally, Cheol disappears. Jin-ah is back in the office examining the picture and the note when she receives a call from Cheol's mother, who reveals that the handwriting on the note doesn't belong to her son. Jin-ah notices that the handwriting on the back of the picture resembles the handwriting on the note. So, to confirm her suspicion, she takes the letter and the picture to an expert who confirms that the handwriting is the same. We then see her searching Jong Suk's desk for a sample of his handwriting, but before she can find it, Jong Suk arrives and yells at her. In the final scene, we see Kyung Min's car parked outside a house. He pulls out his syringe and is ready to take on his next victim, who is none other than Park Chan-young. Subscribe to Relaxed Recaps for more content like this. Turn on notifications and leave a like. Thank you for watching.